Just a quick one, guys. We have released our brand new Liverpool Christmas merch drop. We have got the You'll Never Walk Alone, You Filthy Animal tees, along with the You'll Never Walk Alone Christmas tree tee. Do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to copyclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, in today's video we've actually got a fair few bits and pieces to discuss. We're going to be going through some news in regards to Andy Robertson, Alexis McAllister. We're also going to be going through what Fabrizio Romano has said with regards to some transfer news, whilst also going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. So quite a few bits and pieces to discuss, so sit back, relax, and yeah, let's get straight into it. So starting with Alexis McAllister, of course, it did seem as though that he was not going to be injured for that long. Of course, picked up a slight niggle, missed the last game. However, Argentine outlets are reporting that there is a huge doubt whether he will actually be fit before Christmas, meaning he will miss the next few games and those Christmas fixtures up until then. That's what they're saying at this moment. I did say we kind of really do need him back for next week, but it doesn't seem as though he's going to be ready to go for that Manchester United game and closer to Christmas rather than sooner. So yeah, that's a bit of a blow on that regard. As I said, we could do with him and his presence back in the team ASAP, to be perfectly honest with you. But that's the situation with regards to him. Andy Robertson, though, is expected to make a return from a long-term shoulder injury in the new year, with a Liverpool fullback making daily progress in his recovery. Obviously, he's been sidelined now since the October international break, where Scotland lost 2-0 to Spain, and of course, sort of dislocated his shoulder, has gone on to do surgery and stuff then, but was going to give him back a new date for sort of February time. However, it does seem he's progressing well, and he is on course to make a return ready for the new year in terms of January, closer to January rather than February. So that's good news on that regard. Of course, Kostas Tsimikas has been filling in since then, but it's good to see that Robbo is making daily progress with regards to his injury. So that's all I've really got with regards to injury news as such, but obviously Alexis McAllister, a bit of a blow, but positive news with regards to Robbo. Now, in other news, guys, of course, at the Anfield Road stand, we've been keeping you up to date with regards to that for a long time. Of course, there's been plenty of delays. There's been contractor issues. There's been all of those sorts of things in the build-up to try and get to this new 61,000 capacity. However, a couple of weeks ago, we did report to you that it is on course to be done for that sort of first game into 2024 in terms of 61,000. However, Liverpool have a plan up their sleeve to open up more of the stand and take the sort of attendance rate, which has been around 50,000 to 57,000, and they did a test event recently this week. Obviously, you've seen Jurgen Klopp get out there making jokes and all the rest of it. However, since they're now, of course, an extra 7,000 spectators are going to be allowed in for that Manchester United game, so taking the overall total to 57,000 after the Liverpool City Council green-lighted it for ready to go for the Manchester United game, which is really good to see. Some more fans coming in through the door, so 57,000, we're edging closer to that sort of full capacity. As I stated, that will come in the new year to around 61,000. So exciting stuff on that regard with the Anfield Road stand. Now, in other news, guys, of course, Fabio Carvalho's situation has been well documented since going out to RB Leipzig, a situation where we thought it was going to be beneficial for both parties. It was probably going to take Fabio up to that sort of next level after he was kind of told by Klopp he wasn't in his plans for this season. However, hasn't really gone to plan, to be perfectly honest with you. There's been so many situations where he's not been playing, and limited to just coming off the bench for a few minutes in each game. However, Fabrizio Romano has provided a massive update with regards to it and has stated that Liverpool have opened talks now with RB Leipzig to bring Fabio Carvalho back in January due to insufficient game time. As I said, Carvalho could start in the Champions League but only played a total of 257 minutes so far. Liverpool are not happy with this loan. Decisions on the next step will be made soon, but as I stated, going out to RB Leipzig, it seemed as though that was going to be the next step in his his career. However, he's had sort of like Xavi Simons to sort of compete with, other players, and Leipzig are doing pretty well at this moment in time. We've also heard the manager coming out and speaking that he just needs to do a bit more in training. However, as I said, Liverpool are ready to pull the plug, according to Fabrizio Romano. And as I stated, if he had stayed at Liverpool this year, I'm by far guaranteed he would have played more minutes than he did at Leipzig, just due to seeing sort of the younger players getting a run out in the Europa League and that squad rotation. So it does remain to be seen whether, of course, he will stay at Liverpool or he will go back out on another loan. As I said, that situation will be documented, but as I said, Fabrizio Romano providing some huge news with regards to that, stating that Liverpool have open talks to bring the player back. Interesting for that, but I do think it is the right decision, to be perfectly honest with you, because he's not developing over there. As I said, he'd probably play more games at Liverpool at this moment in time, so one of them indeed. Now, in terms of other sort of news, guys, 2 seconds, I did state to you a bit earlier on in today's video that Konate has already opened talks to sign a new long-term contract, which is very, very good and exciting to see. As I said, Liverpool are set to agree that deal fairly imminently. We'll get confirmation of that fairly soon, but at this moment in time, of course, talks have begun, and it does seem as though that they will agree them very, very soon. Now, sort of lastly as well, Mo Salah has been beaten for the 2023 African Footballer Player of the Year by Napoli's Victor Osimhen, but that perhaps predictably, given the Nigerian was the only finalist at the presentation. So it does seem as though Mo Salah has been beaten by Osimhen for the African Player of the Year, which actually Mo Salah has actually scored more goals than him in the 2023 year. That's what strikers sort of judged on, but I suppose like the Ballon d'Or, it probably comes with the accolades as well. And of course, Napoli did win the Serie A last season, so probably goes on that front as well. So yeah, accolades, goals scored. But Mo Salah has been beaten for the African Player of the Year by Osimhen. But that's all I've really got for you today, troops. As I say, quite a few bits and pieces that we have discussed. Of course, the main news being with regards to Fabio Carvalho. Liverpool have opened talks to bring him back. A bit of an injury update with regards to Alex McAllister, Andy Robertson. But next up, of course, Union Saint-Gilles tomorrow. Again, another bit of a dead rubber for us. Get that game out of the way, and then we'll see where we stand afterwards. But as I stated, I don't really care about the match tomorrow. Obviously going to be watching it, but just to see some of the younger lads get a run out. But all eyes and all excitement building for that Manchester United game. We'll preview that probably a bit later on in the week. I'm sure you would have heard the news of yesterday's results against Bayern München as they finished rock bottom of their group. But yeah, it's all heating up to be a very, very interesting fixture at Anfield in front of 57,000 fans. Exciting stuff. But Liverpool fans, that brings us to the end of today's video. Do let me know your thoughts on the situation with regards to Fabio Carvalho. And would you keep him or would you send him out on another loan? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to this channel for daily Liverpool content. Remember, we do have Liverpool t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or go to copbuyclothing.com. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.